Hey, good morning, everybody. So I just wanted to jump on here and because something was I was moved by a few different things this last week. And so one, I have to say it's been such a blessing being back out on the streets in Bangor with the Mansion Ministries and the Mansion Church in Bangor. Back out there doing outreach and just really reaching out to people, praying for people, praying with people, praying over people, whatever's needed. And there's a lot needed. And anyone that is driven through Bangor can see that it's it's just a hot mess. It's a filthy, dirty old mess. The city of Bangor has really just completely crumbled. And so I've been completely blessed being back with the Mansion Ministries, being back on their team, and we're getting ready to do this discipleship program for men coming out of the county jail and out of the prison system. So that should be blessed. It should be starting up sometime in August. So that'll be quite the task. So also, I wanted to just talk about what IBA Ministries is going to do from here on out. So we do go out with the Mansion Ministries sometimes more than once a week to do outreach. But IBA Ministries is going to pick a specific day to go out and do very specific targeted outreach. And that does entail, and I know both sides of this, right? So there are people out there who say, well, I'm not going to keep feeding the likes of them, right? I'm not going to keep feeding the likes of them. They need to get a job and they need to become, well, guess what? You're right. And then there are other people who want to feed them and don't care if they get a job. And so there's two different extremes, right? And so for me, I believe, as I've been praying on this for about a month, like really, really in depth, I believe that there is a middle ground. That middle ground is called humanity, right? And I kind of or not oppressed, but suppressed my humanity. Over the years of not being out on the streets, on the actual streets, doing something. And since the Ask an X Trans Anything program or project, I should say, has started out, um, I think, I've gained my humanity back for people. And what I want to say is that, yes, there is a homeless problem. Yes, there is an addiction problem. And yes, we shouldn't be going out there and just giving them fish, right? We should be teaching them how to fish. You're right. However, you can't teach them how to fish because no one's ever tried to teach them anything before. And you can't teach them anything until you establish a relationship with them. So unless you're ready to do just what Jesus the Christ did, right? And go to them and say, come, leave all your stuff behind and follow me. And you're going to actually disciple them, and you're going to house them, and you're going to clothe them. And if you're not prepared to do that, then don't try to poo-poo all over the people who are out there trying to establish relationships with people. Is really important. And we had better, the church had better fall in line, because you know what? It's the church's fault that we're in the situation we're in. It's the church's fault that this world is so screwed up. It's the church's fault that Bangor has people laying in the middle of the street in the sidewalk, and zombies, and it's the church's fault. So the church has to get on board. And so IBA Ministries will be picking one day a week, because I go out with the Mansion Ministries one or more days a week to do outreach. But we will be picking a specific day to just go out, very targeted, very specific outreach. Yes, we will be doing bag lunches. Yes, we will be doing cold waters. Yes, we will be doing whatever we can. But we will also be specifically trying to establish relationships with very specific people, because that is the only thing that's going to allow them to trust you, to learn anything from you. You can't teach them to fish if you don't have a relationship with them, because they've never been taught anything. Nobody's ever tried to teach them anything. Nobody has ever done anything for them except either look down on them or enable them. That's it. And we have to stop being enablers, but we also have to stop looking down on and trying to avoid the people that Jesus the Christ spent his entire life trying to reach out to and walk with. You know, all of these other things that the church is doing, it's I guess it's wonderful, but the church is failing. The church is failing in outreach. We'd better wake up and get together and unite and start coming up with some solutions, because I don't know if we can stop what's coming or slow it down, but I know that we can sure reach into those flames and yank a whole lot of people out of those flames. So I just wanted to say that, there's a lot of people out there on those streets, drug addicts, homeless, mentally ill, or should I say spiritually oppressed, demonically oppressed, um, people out there that can directly relate to me. And it's time that we started relating to them and establishing a relationship. So I just wanted to say that. So if anybody, I put the donation link in the details if you want to donate to this next um, project. People aren't projects, but different ministry ideas can be projects, but people are not projects. People are people, and they need humanity. And I know that, yes, there are many different aspects of homelessness, right? So there are the mentally ill or the spiritually demonically oppressed. Um, there are the addicts who want to be addicts, right? Because they don't know anything else. Because their life is in turmoil, and it always has been. Probably from childhood, probably from their trauma that they suffered as children. So that's why they became addicts. It's a trauma response. And then yeah, there are those out there that are abusing the system, and that's all, but guess what? Them too. It's all they ever have known throughout their life. Their parents abused the system, their parents abused the system. That's all they know. So they need somebody to come up alongside of them and truly establish a relationship with them and show them that there's another way. And it's not an easy way, but it's a more beneficial and much more rewarding way. And so that's what we have to do. We have to do that as the church. And I believe that this is a step. We have the Ask an X Trans Anything outreach. We have the Ask an X Gay Anything outreach. And I will be putting both of those into this outreach, because I want to specifically target those that are enveloped, um, not only in addiction and in homelessness and in spiritual oppression, but also that are enveloped and saturated in this LGBTQ plus trans queer cult insanity and beyond. So Again, the donation link is in the details. If you want to help with this cause, we're like for we're gonna do bag lunches. We're gonna do a lot of water. It's very hot out. What I saw the other day, we're driving around, people sleeping under trees, little tiny trees, just to get a little shade. People sleeping under um overpasses and between like little brick buildings just to get some shade. um and I know that some of us might say, well, it's their choice. Well, it's not really their choice. um it's their trauma response, and until we actually gain some humanity and try to establish relationships with them, we can't show them that there's not just another way but a better way. Y'all have a blessed day. I am heading to do some food shopping for my mother, um, and recover from the gym yesterday. Somebody gifted me a fantastic membership to a gym. It came with a personal trainer, and I had my first personal trainer experience yesterday, and I am sore today, but I'm excited that I get to see him twice next week, and then I'm just getting healthier. So that's what it's about, right? We have to get healthy so that we can help others come out of whatever they're trapped in, out of their trauma response. You have a blessed day. Thank you. I love you guys. Peace.